letter from the Gantry.
Well, thanks as always, Neil. You always give me a nice intro here. I hope the copy lives up to it. I realise that by the time you're listening to this, you will probably be deep into the second weekend of the new Premier League campaign. But I do want to reflect on the opening round of fixtures. And I have to start with some great news for commentators. Newcastle United's shirt numbers, red on black and white stripes, have been a source of consternation and on this podcast a topic of conversation. So what a delightful surprise when they ran out against Southampton with the white patch on the back of the shirt that meant total clarity for the numbers on that patch, which are now black. This will make an assignment covering the Magpies no longer a cause for sleepless nights for we broadcasters. Mind you, the club teased my profession last season with the unveiling of this significant alteration, but it proved to be a one-off, so fingers crossed now. On a more serious note, I saw signs that the latest initiative to improve VAR already has had an impact. The application of the term the referee's call, akin to the often used umpire's call in cricket. This encourages the on-field official to show the courage of his convictions and those in the VAR hub to be less frequent and less forensic in their interventions. It's a nuance maybe, but in studying all those first 10 games, I detected a better balance in the process. One other event, which is not exactly new but definitely rare, a Premier League goal from Mateo Kovacic, and against his old club, and a match clincher, as the champions were only edging towards a winning start, leading 1-0 at the time. With only 4 successful strikes in 142 Premier League games for Chelsea, the home supporters might well have been shouting, "Shoot!" as the Croatian moved forward. A few seconds later, they would be cursing and probably recollecting a similar rare but sensational Kovacic goal against Liverpool at the same end of Stamford Bridge a couple of years ago. There was also a distinct change of fortune for Aston Villa, a chastening start to last season, thrashed 5-1 at Newcastle. No one was thinking Champions League then after those 90 minutes, but a 2-1 victory at West Ham, much more in keeping with that fourth place finish in May. The coaching craft of Unai Emery was very evident again when 3 of his substitutes combined for the winner, driven in by John Duran. For the rest, a lot of similarities. Manchester United won 1-0 with a late goal. Mo Salah scored for Liverpool, the 9th time he has netted in a first-game fixture. Erling Haaland again started as he means to go on. His 3rd season with Manchester City, 2 goals at West Ham on his Premier League debut, 2 at Burnley 12 months ago, and another away strike, this time at Chelsea. Last season produced a record number of Premier League goals, 1,246, and just 21 over the first weekend suggested the momentum had not carried over. But the 10 games 12 months ago produced 28, so not such a shortfall. Then there were 8 English scorers, this time just 3. Only Arsenal's Bukayo Saka figures on both lists. The other 2 this time around come from the evergreen category. 33-year-old Danny Welbeck, scoring for a 31-year-old manager, Brighton's Fabian Hutzler at Everton, and Jamie Vardy, who'll turn 38 during the season, heading the long weekend's final goal for Leicester against Spurs. Inevitably, there was a goal conceded by a goalkeeper playing out from the back in faulty fashion. Southampton's return to the top flight, marred by the mistake from Alex McCarthy at Newcastle. But for a distinguished end to the last campaign, he would have been beginning this term with another club. For example, he kept a clean sheet at Wembley in the promotion playoff final against Leeds and was recently awarded and rewarded with a 2-year extension to his stay with the Saints. At 34, he is not as foot-friendly with the ball as many of the younger keepers, and some Southampton fans would say the goal at St James's Park was an accident waiting to happen. But surely it should not have been so costly. Newcastle were down to 10 men for over an hour. Fabian Schär, his number 5 crystal clear on those newly designed shirts, had been sent off. Alex McCarthy and his manager Russell Martin would have been entitled to demand answers from the strikers after the final whistle. They should have made the keeper's error irrelevant, but squandered their chances against depleted opposition. But perhaps I should declare a vested interest here. Alex once played for my club, Woking.